Hey everyone, Charting Man Dan from ChartGuys.com. You know, behind every single video that we put out every single day, there's a wonderful community of traders that we want to invite you to be a part of. Try the free 7-day trial and gain access to our live market broadcasts every morning and afternoon, interact with hundreds of like-minded traders, or take part in one of our dedicated chat rooms, each led by an analyst that's there to answer your questions in real time. Our trial is risk-free with absolutely no commitment or credit card required to experience the TCG community. For those looking for a head start in technical analysis, check out our entries and exits course in the link below in the description. Get up to speed with the fundamentals of TCG technical analysis and experience over 5 hours of great community-driven trading education. Hey everyone, checking in on oil on the daily weekly time frame. We'll check out USO as well. So on Thursday, we had the bulls buying the dip in a big way, forming a bullish reversal doji. We started today with strength, looking great for confirmation, but by the end of the day, we gave some of that back, and we did not have a convincing confirmation candlestick. So I am liking the fact that the bulls are establishing a higher low here, and I do like the short-term upside potential for oil, but I would have been much more comfortable if we did confirm that candlestick. So what I am seeing currently is the inability of any follow-through and bulls not wanting to hold overnight, and that's what these upper wicks are telling me. Weakness, no real strong closes. The strongest close we had here was this doji with bulls buying the dip. So we know this $47 level is a base of support. That's where our oversold bounce played out from, and it was a very significant bounce. And now we're looking for the bulls to form this higher low at 48.19. The bulls really want to hold that level and have that be the higher low. So the pattern that we are watching on the weekly time frame is that pattern that I continually talk about and you see on every time frame all over the place on everything in the stock market, and it's the equilibrium pattern, and it's higher lows and lower highs. So on the weekly time frame here, we had our dump, the low was established, we bounced, we saw our lower high, we were watching this $54 resistance and anticipating a lower high at that level. We pulled back, now we're looking for our higher low. This is a bullish reversal candlestick on the weekly time frame that needs to be confirmed next week. If we do see it confirmed and we see some upside, we will look to form a lower high around $52 in the upper $51 range to keep within this tightening pattern before we get a clear break sometime, in about a month or so. So obviously it doesn't have to stay in this pattern. It will be very clear if it does not, but this is a pattern that I see play out time and time again. So we look for the bounces and the rejections to stay within this tightening pattern, and you can even draw some trend lines to make it a bit more clear. We've now got a downtrend resistance line with 2 touches to be keeping an eye on, and we have some uptrends to be watching, and we could even start back here all the way down there, and actually that would not be a good trend line. That's starting too far back, so I would start it with the recent low that we had. And again, these trend lines only have 2 touches right now, so they are not valid. We need 3 touches to be valid. If we were to see a bounce play out, we could anticipate that rejection right around the $52 area over the next couple of weeks. But again, we must see confirmation on the weekly time frame, and on the daily time frame, the bulls need to show some strength and a break of the recent high of this bounce attempt, 50.17. That's a key resistance level. If the bulls can break 50.17 this coming week, that will show some nice momentum, and we will look for that equilibrium pattern to play out. USO shows the bullish reversal candlestick yesterday, trying to form a higher low here. We did fill this gap to the downside at 10.05, and that was a fill by a penny, and then the bulls showed up. Not a lot of strong follow-through, still rejecting from exponential resistance on multiple bounce attempts. So we must turn these exponential resistances into support early next week to see this bounce play out. The key resistance that lines up with 50.17 on oil is at 10.46 here on USO. Must hold support is 10.04, and absolute must hold support is 9.88. The weekly time frame, you can see that lower high and higher low. It's a bullish reversal doji. Needs to be confirmed with a green week next week. So it is put up or shut up for the bulls next week. We'll watch how the earnings report catalyst goes on, not the earnings report, the inventory report on Wednesday. That will be very significant to see if this bounce does end up playing out. I am hopeful for these bulls, and we have clear levels of stop losses, 10.04 for USO and down at 48.19 for oil. So we'll see how we start off the week. I appreciate you watching. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you soon.